I sent out a message this morning for any of the 220 agents to send me text messages on what they like me to cover today. We train 5 a.m. to midnight. That's my availability. We train in person every Friday at noon. This Friday, we have Don Taylor and Zach Stromberg. They're an incredible team, and they are going to talk about how they've started their real estate success and what they've learned in the field. So we're going to have that at noon Friday at Truly Title, 2901 Dallas Parkway, Suite 130 in Plano. And lunch will be provided, and it will be remote, recorded, and in person. So look for that advertised on social media and on GroupMe. So today I had an agent that texted me and wanted just a refresher on doing a CMA. So what I do is I have this website on my phone saved as a home screen, and that's matrix.netris.net. So either on your phone or on your laptop or desktop or iPad, you go to matrix.netris.net, and usually you have 14 boxes and you're going to pick Matrix Netris, and then the screen appears like this. We're going to concentrate right now and for the next 15 minutes on just the search residential detailed or quick. So search residential detailed or quick. Either one, you'll go search residential detailed or quick, and you'll get into your search screen that was set up for success working with a buyer. You're only sending homes that are active. But in order to do a CMA, you need also to see what the activity is in the subdivision. So I always recommend after you see active marked, skip coming soon, mark the next 3, skip the next 2, and mark the next 2. So you've got really 6 marks, and you have active, active contingent, kick out, option, pending, closed. Active contingent means it's contingent on something. Active kick out means the buyer on the house that's under contract has to sell their house first. And active option means the buyer bought an option and they're in their time to terminate. Pending generally means it's gone out of a contingency stage, even though I believe all contracts are contingent on living. I've had a buyer die the day before closing, so obviously none of these mattered because you can't close if you're dead. And then close means that they've sold, and that's empirical data. I like to go back 180 days. So again, this will be your default when you do a CMA. Let's take my house, for example. I live in Crystal Creek subdivision. So if I knew the subdivision, I would type in Crystal and then CRE, and then I would hit the shift and the 8 button, which is an asterisk. And that basically wildcards that subdivision for anywhere in the DFW area, or really in the ginormous metro text that's covered by MLS. So I then need to go to the city and type in Plano and actually pick it. And once you see it there, that means that you're specifically looking for Crystal Creek in Plano, and you can see there's only 2 results. So again, this is Crystal Creek. It's the subdivision I live in. I didn't have to put the K there. I just put the asterisk, and it's going to pull up any subdivision that starts with Crystal and CREE. In Plano, there's only 2 matches. So I hit results, and here are my 2 results. I have 1 active option and 1 closed. I'm going to check mark the box above the first one and quick CMA highlights, and I'm going to click on that, and it's going to generate a CMA that will be good enough for you to print and use on your listing. So that's one way to do a CMA. The other way is, and I always like to go back to the dashboard because that resets everything and I know where we're starting from. So if you go to my Matrix dashboard, and whenever you call me, that's what I'll tell you to do. So we all start at the same page. You're going to basically hover over search, residential, detailed, or quick. So let's do quick this time. Basically, it's the same search criteria. You can see that there's already marked. If I wanted to set this for a buyer search only, I would uncheck mark that, hit the rotary, hit save as default, and now this will always be only active homes when I open it. So to do a CMA, I'm going to mark active contingent, active kickout, active option, pending, sold. I'm going to go back 0 to 180 days. Now, let's say I don't want to use the subdivision. Instead, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to type in right here underneath map search, 8005 Meadow, and the system will pull that home, and I check mark it. And then I go, hey, I'm going to pull houses 2 miles from my house. I need to make sure they're houses. And then I probably, since there's 203, want to put some criteria in. So let's say I want a 5-bedroom plus. I want square footage 3,500 to 4,000. And you can see there's 18 matches. So I hit results. Again, I'm going to check mark the box above the first one, and that'll make me have the ability to click quick CMA. And I just generated a second CMA. Okay. Now I go back to matrix, starting back at the dashboard. I'm going to hover over search. Let's go back to detailed. I'm going to mark active option, active kickout, active contract, pending, and sold. Go back 180 days. Well, we've already done the CMA based on the subdivision. We've already done it based on miles from. Now I'm going to do a map search. When you do a map search, what you want to do is you want to jump to the address you're doing the CMA on. So you pick it, and then it'll go directly there. Then hit the minus sign and kind of take a step back so you can see. So you can see that here's the subdivision, Crystal Creek, and you can either do a radius, a square, that, or you can crayon and pick your own way. I like to freehand because I'm a freelancer. You got to click it where it turns yellow, and that means it's been activated. And so I know Crystal Creek starts right here. So I'm going to draw a line through this river, and I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go down the road. I'm going to go here. I'm going to take out that commercial so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so I basically drew a diagram. Okay, look, I'm drawing, okay, draw all over the place, right? And you can see that it encompasses everything. But if I would have stopped right there, only would have been this little Crystal Creek area. So again, when you hover over it, it can say delete this shape, and you can start over. So again, you want to make sure it turns yellow, and it did. And so now again, you can draw, knowing that you're getting just that area. Then you go back to criteria, and you'll see there's 2 matches as well, because there's still 2 in that subdivision. All right. You can go back to the map search. You hover over the red, you can delete it, and you can go, hey, let me do the crayon again. So you make sure it's yellow, and then you go, oh, I think I'm going to go a little further out. I'm going to do the square. Now you hit criteria, and you can see there's 18. So you could go over here and go, yeah, I just want 5 bedrooms plus. I just want square footage 3,500 to 4,000. And you can see there's 1 home. So you hit results, and you could check mark it. You could do a CMA. Okay, so that's the way that you do CMAs. Okay, you hover over search, residential detailed, hover over search, residential quick. We know what we marked now. Trying to keep this video fairly short so you can watch it and move on and make some money. Y'all be safe.